seen episode 2 of series 2 of Dish on the Side?
No!
That's because it's not out yet. But would you like to?
Yes!
We have it.
The Driver, a stylish and charming restaurant which tonight pays host to a veritable banquet of intellectual debate.
Cheers!
Last time we were treated to some marvellous insights from the combined wisdom of Aaron, Siobhan, Lauren and Caroline.
Oh, hey, Kaz.
Let's join them again for some more debate.
So everybody, how did you feel when you were up for eviction, on your eviction night? How did you feel?
First time was I think I lost the plot a little bit.
I was in fetal position, like a newborn baby, like in the chair. But it was one of those shocks because you just don't know who's gonna go. But when you're up, I mean, I was petrified.
It was scary, wasn't it?
You're the only one that got cheers, I think, out of everyone.
Well, yeah.
Team Outsiders.
Yeah, but babe, you're outside the house now, so what's that? You go out to cheers, but yet you're still out the house. It's like, and there's people still in there being booed that are still in the house. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
But like, was yours okay, Caroline?
I literally didn't care at all. I literally didn't care.
You must care.
Didn't, not one small part of me cared.
Hey, just be real, Caroline.
I'm sorry, I didn't
well,
care
I did. I did.
So, Connor and Dina, you know, what do you think's going on there? Because they've never really got on and stuff, have they? Do you think it's purely because she nominated him on the first night?
He just doesn't like her, and the thing about it is everyone's always trying to do like Inspector Clouseau and Columbo, like let's investigate.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't like people. You don't need to have a reason, you just don't like them.
Yeah, well, that's it. We've got two sides of the
just
table
point
there.
blank. You just don't like someone.
Some people just don't get along. There's no hatred there. Connor's a nice guy. He's got a good heart. He don't personally like go out of his way to hate somebody. But at the end of the day, if you're stuck under a roof like that, like we said before, you can't go nowhere, and you just got to put up with somebody. Then at the end of the day, all he's doing is putting up with her, and all she's doing is putting up with him.
Some of the things that Connor has said is like, what was that with you and Dina?
See,
Dina said that you proper hated her, and I
don't hate nobody. I don't hate nobody. Dina asked me to be a sperm donor for her. She loves my genetics. She would love a kid. She would love a kid just like me, but just without the personality. I'm like, babe, hold on, genetics. You're probably going to get some of this shit personality in there, babe.
She nominates people to save herself. She is the biggest.
I would never have nominated Dina in there.
I wouldn't say she's a game writer.
I think I did it every time.
Got strategy.
Yeah, but she strategy.
I think she liked me a little bit. You know, when I cut the cigarettes up and she came home and she said to me, she said, you know what, Aaron? She said, I think you did the right thing there. And I went, I said, you know what, Dina, cheers.
What about you and Scott? What's going to happen? You're meant to be going, he's coming to live with you when he gets out.
Scott hasn't been fully complimentary about Caroline.
Yes.
But do you think that's because he knows what the public knows? Or?
Yeah. But that's not very loyal.
So do you think he's got a game plan then?
I reassessing the situation, I think, more so than anyone else. I'm not going to lie. His ridiculous conversations about history and the pool games, I think he's got a game plan more than anyone else. And he wrote he was going to win the show on his, because I did the question time, and he was like, where did Scott say he would rate? And I went for modest, like 7th first.
I buzzed off Scott. I thought he was hilarious. Like, he made me laugh. Sometimes he annoyed me at times. He had his little rapscallion thing, but I just looked back on that and laughed so much.
That was so embarrassing for him, though.
Yeah, he made himself look like a right tit.
He wants to come across as like a guy that's got his heart on his sleeve and doesn't care. I'm dubious of Scott. I don't know.
I think you're really dubious of Scott because of what he said after you've left.
Yeah, but also I've heard his voice in the diary room is completely different from his voice outside of the diary room. I don't get it.
Well, his dad's not posh.
And his reading voice.
He's brilliant in the diary. I think he's
and his reading voice is just, like from the Second World War, like an 80-year-old woman. Like, I don't get it. Like, I just find it really odd.
You never know who is popular until you see who goes. But then you're only as popular as who you're up against. It doesn't matter if someone's been saved 6 times. They might go up against another character and go.
But it's a shame on the outside they've named them the outsiders, because clearly then they're victims, they're the underdogs.
That's what I said. I don't know.
We're purely the outsiders because we sat outside.
Yeah, but it sounds like they're outside of the group because they haven't been accepted and stuff, and that's not what happened.
That's exactly what happened. Should we go for a cigarette?
Yes.
Alas, I'm sorry to say we must leave our patrons to their discussion for the time being. Come back tomorrow to enjoy yet more of their phenomenal insights.
Caroline's been out of the house for 5 minutes and she's soon changed her tune about Scott. Now, though, it's time to talk to a man whose dinner parties always have a happy ending. It's Kurt Norcross. However, you have been keeping a very watchful eye on the sexual goings-on, which is kind of nothing, in the house. But I'd like to know what else you've been up to lately, because you've been hanging out with old Lauren.
Oh, yeah, just a little
bit.
Just a bit. They come to Sugar Hut.
Come on then, tell all.
No, I ruined it, really. I got a bit too drunk, and when they turned up, I was too drunk. I had to go home.
Who's they?
Lauren and Siobhan.
Oh, have you seen Siobhan this evening?
Yes, it's good to see her. But I got too drunk and they turned up and I was felt a bit sick, so I think I did run. I actually ran away. OK, well, it turns out that's not the only place she's been seen out. Take a look at this. That's not it. We should... Oh, there it is. What do you reckon? I didn't think anyone would get them. I took them. Huh? I took them once. No, joke. I didn't really. I didn't. They're amazing. What are... They're amazing. There's one picture there. That's amazing. That's amazing. I tell you what, should we carry on? Should we move on? Yes. Let's talk about our housemates, because that's obviously why you're here, not to look at pictures of Lauren in her underwear. OK, so Lucas and Ashley, that's obviously who we need to talk about, because it's the only real relationship that's going on in the house. First, let's remind ourselves of their relationship.
I was like, oh, I'm embarrassed about the barbell media thing. I said, although it was funny, like, it was a bit embarrassing, because he asked me a question at the end, and they're like, oh, would you like to do the Katie and Peter route with Ashley? Oh, fuck Or would you like to do the Mark Wright Hollywood night thing? And I went, oh, I'd love to do Mark Wright Hollywood night thing. Like, I went into the diary room that night, and I was like, oh, everyone's going to think I'm a dick, so I've said the Mark Wright night thing, like, got an interview with Ashley, and it's like Katie and Peter. What? I just said it because it was like, spur of the moment, I wasn't thinking.
I thought you said that's what he asked you in there.
No, it was like, why do you regret it? And I was like, well, if you think about the way mine and Ashley's relationship's going, I wouldn't mind the Katie and Peter route, but I just said that as a bit of a laugh.
Oh, God.
No, but I got asked the question, so I had to answer it, didn't I?
So that was his confession, as we've all seen before. Kirk, what do you make of it?
He didn't... I really do like Lucas, but he didn't say it in there as the way he said it to Ashley, didn't he?
It was all very bright and breezy when he repeated it.
But I do really like him, and maybe he did want to go in there and just make a relationship just to last, but I actually think they get on. That is a good relationship. What do you like about him? I just think that I know he likes challenging people, but he's more challenging himself, you know, and he's doing his own thing now. I think he'll make the most out of the Big Brother thing. OK. And I actually think their relationship's good. Having, like, good arguments. Do you think that was... do you think it's good that he came clean? Yeah, it's good. Does it really matter in your sexpert opinion? Yeah, I think you've got to be honest, because then when it does come out, when she comes out, he'd be like, look, I did tell you, to be honest. And you do think different things as you're going on in the house, you know? And maybe the bachelor thing would be the thing that you wanted to, but the Katie and Peter, I don't know. What would be... what kind of guy are you? Katie and Peter or bachelor? Katie and Peter, yeah. I don't think you should show a full relationship on the TV, but I think them programmes are good because you get to look, like a normal couple will get to look and say, oh, look, they argue as well, we're normal, you know, but yeah. OK, so you're looking for love? I'm trying to find it. It's not working. I'm supposed to be the sexpert. You're Kirk Norcross. I was. What do you mean you was? You're still not Kirk Norcross. I'm slacking, though. I'm slacking. it's going... shall we try and find you love, like we're trying to find Jamie love? Yes, please do. Hashtag find love for Kirk. I'd like to do, like, a little blind date thing for you. Give it a go. So send us a tweet, send us a picture, and next time we've got Kirk on, we'll flick through a few and see what happens. I'm excited. Yeah? Hey. Deal. OK, now, Adam seems to have gotten over Lauren already and seems to have taken a slight fancy to old Dina. Let's take a look at them.
Forgive me, big brother, for I have sinned. I have lusted over housemates.
Could you name the female housemates that you lusted over?
I would have to say Lauren, Sarah, and a little bit of Dina.
Did you see that coming?
With Adam, yes, not just like for Dina with any girl. You know, he's a typical male, and you know, has probably a high sex drive, so he's going to be targeting all the women, isn't he? Yeah, he doesn't seem to target them, does he? But he definitely has a little eye of them every now and then. He's like, oh, hello, Sarah. Hello, Dina. Hello, Lauren. Dina, though, appears to be kind of a tough nut to crack. Like an ice queen, isn't she? Well, I don't know about an ice queen, but I would imagine she'd give a man a good run for their money. Definitely, yeah. So what moves would you put on her? How would you kind of
melt the exterior.
You've got to slowly, like, chip away, you know, at the ice heart that she's got, you know, just a little bit of affection, cuddles, you know, because that's what
like
you need in the house.
To do
Yeah, I tried it
in the
too
house.
much. I've just run straight in there. But, you know, just a little bit of affection. Everyone needs a shoulder to cry on in the house. So I reckon if he does that, maybe it might work.
OK, do you fancy her?
Yeah, I fancy most people. But, yeah, I do. Dina's nice. No, she's very pretty, Dina. She's very pretty. But she's like... She's very stubborn and a bit girl power attitude, but...
OK. She is coming out the house in, you know... If not this Friday, it'll be maximum of 10 days.
Yeah.
So, would you fancy meeting up with Dina?
No, Lauren.
Oh, all right. Picky?
Yeah,
Picky or what? And what about the wrap party? Is that who you're going to be...
Targeting Lauren.
Targeting?
Hopefully I'll take her there, if I'm allowed.
Hopefully
am
what?
I allowed to go to the wrap party, am I?
Oh, I thought you said hopefully I'll take her there.
Yeah, I'll take her there. I will take her there if I'm allowed.
I'll take her there like that. I'm thinking other things. Sorry.
Too rude.
I don't know if you're invited anymore. Anyway, let's move on. Thank you, Kirk. Right, after the break, find out which of the housemates has left the white room. Who do you think it's going to be?
It have to be Gail and Sarah, really. I don't know, they're very competitive, the boys, aren't they?
OK, we'll find out soon.
This is Big Brother. You were selected to enter the White Room as 3 of the housemates who had received the least nominations this week. You were told that the last remaining housemate left in the White Room would win a pass, guaranteeing them a place in the final. And that the only way to leave the White Room is by pressing the red button on your podium. You have now been in the White Room for 28 hours. One housemate must now leave the White Room.